You know what's funny? The busiest person I know, and I'm talking crazy, next level, how does she breathe type of busy, she always texts back. And I'm not talking about someone who just has a full calendar. I'm talking about a woman running 3 distinct businesses. She has a high-end interior design firm. She has a boutique fitness studio, or she's investing in a boutique fitness studio, and she's a silent partner in a residential construction company. Yep, she has range. And she is on job sites. She's in vendor meetings, and she's managing a team of 15 and dealing with back-ordered Italian marble and handling membership disputes for the gym. These are things that would have most people crying under a weighted blanket. And that includes me. But this person, she texts back every single time whenever I reach out to her. And it's never 5 days later. It's never seen, then silence. She replies. And on rare occasions when it takes her more than 24 hours, I already know she's probably on a dead zone construction site, off grid, or maybe deep in a design presentation, but she never ever ghosts. Not once. So when we finally met in person, I asked her, so you're running 3 physical businesses, and I would totally understand if you didn't update me for a week. So why do you still prioritize this? Why am I still getting a reply? And her answer made everything click. And here's what she said. Lisa, communication is my love language. That's how I show respect to other people. My team and my partners are my engine, and I don't leave people running my engine hanging. Wow. Communication is her love language. Anyway, suddenly I realized why her success made so much sense. It's not just about her talent for design or her energy. It's about how she makes people feel. She makes her team feel seen, even when she's standing in the middle of a dusty renovation. So it got me thinking about my team of virtual assistants here in the Philippines. By the way, I have a team of creatives. All of us are Filipino remote workers, and we get booked by clients as one unit. We are an instant team, so to speak. So we work with interior designers, contractors, gym owners, all across the US, Australia, and the UK. And in these industries, silence equals projects that don't move. For example, when a contractor doesn't hear back about a subcontractor's W-9, work is going to stop. And when a designer doesn't approve a procurement list, the lead time on that sofa or any furniture order, it jumps by 6 weeks. So in your world, a delayed reply isn't just an unread message, it is a revenue leak. That is why our 8.8 operations are built on a maximum 2 business day rule. No disappearing acts. And even when we have a Philippine holiday, because, Filipinos love to celebrate, we tell you in advance. We send that quick, hey, we're taking a break, but your files are secure, that type of message. And why do we do this? Because it keeps the trust intact. It's important. Now, I know what you're thinking. Lisa, I am literally at a job site with a hard hat on. I don't have time to approve every single digital tier sheet or audit every insurance certificate. Okay, I hear you. And that brings us to the really smart owners that we work with. These are the 7-figure firm owners who realize that they can't be the bottleneck and the visionary at the same time. It's just not possible. So what do? They install a right-hand associate. They don't just hire a helper. They bring in an 8.8 associate, add them to their Trello board or workspace, and then train them to handle the operations playbook. This person makes the micro decisions that are time sensitive, and they sign off on the shipping ETAs. They follow up on declined gym membership payments. They are an extension of the CEO's brain. Wouldn't that be lovely? So even when the CEO is at a 4-hour client installment or taking a well-deserved weekend off, because why not? The business doesn't stop. Your associate is there to hold the fort, and the playbook keeps everyone moving. You have to have an operations playbook. You have to have a documentation of your processes. That's how the ship continues to move forward, even when you're not there physically. I'm gonna say this again and again. I'm gonna die on this hill fighting for this idea to come to fruition. You build your business systems. Build SOPs, standard operating procedures. You see, when you build systems, you aren't just buying time, you are buying momentum. Now, I know there's some hustle involved here. There's some hours that you have to put in when you're training your team to be a clone of your brain. Creating the operations playbook, it takes time. It also takes effort. But if you're not going to do it now, what you're doing as the CEO, but you're doing the groundwork, you're going to be doing that forever. Don't let your system stay in your brain. It has to be somewhere. It has to be on a document that your team can access so that they can make the micro decisions that you don't have time to make yourself. As I'm saying, when you have an operations playbook, you're not just buying time, you're investing in systems that will make time more efficient. You're buying momentum. So now let me ask you, are things stalling in your company because you've become a decision bottleneck? Because that's quite common. And is your team waiting and waiting for a yes on a vendor invoice or whatever decision that you haven't made yet because you haven't had time to actually look at the concern? Being a bottleneck in your business is not a badge of honor. It is a receipt for burnout. So going back to the friend that I mentioned earlier, if the busiest woman that I know who's managing designs, job sites, and gym communities, if she can text me back with kindness in a timely manner, so can we. So whether you're a designer in LA or a contractor in Sydney or a gym owner in London, remember that communication isn't just logistics, it is leadership. The best leaders don't just build buildings or brands. They make their people feel seen. I hope this video helps you communicate better with your team. Or if you don't have a virtual assistant or a team yet to help you build your operations playbook, drop by our website, 8.8.net. You should also watch this next video about how to delegate like a boss. I'll see you there.